Good morning, good morning. I think it's morning. This is author Kathy Holmes, the author of Tragedy. From Tragedy to Triumph, I lost my legs to recover my life. How are you guys doing? I'm also the legless amputee beauty. Okay, I just came by to give a couple of tips to people that have suffered childhood rape. These tips are very important and they are going to help you. I have 3 tips. I'm very, this is very close to my heart, and my heart goes out to people that have suffered with childhood rape, because a lot of them still, some are in the mental hospital, some are walking the street, out of their mind trying to mask the pain. Some are drug addicts, some are alcoholics, and they just don't want to deal with the pain. So, okay, let's go. One is be very careful who you share it with, because everyone is not going to understand, especially if they haven't dealt with it. They're going to say some stupid stuff, and it's going to make you angry, and, then you're going to be all going backwards. So one of the things I've learned that people that have been suffering with childhood rape is they have a sense of being lonely, and they want to be, they become friends with people very quickly, and they get attached quickly, and they think this person, because they're nice and they're sweet or whatever, they say all the right things, and they get close to them, and then you start sharing stuff. And that's what it goes back to yesterday. I told you to ask God to reveal a person's heart first before you begin to share anything. That's one of the things you need to do. Ask God to reveal their heart. I don't care how nice they are, how elegant they speak, how well they dress, all the wonderful words that they say or what they say they do or whatever. Ask God to reveal the heart, because God don't judge us by our outward appearance. He judges our heart. So that's what you need to do. And it will save you a lot of unnecessary disappointment of sharing what's with you, because everybody not going to understand. I've had people say some stupid stuff to me. Stupid stuff. And it hurt my feelings. It made me feel worse. It made me feel guilty. And then they try to downplay it. Raping a child is trauma. It's traumatic. And they try to downplay, oh, you just using it as an excuse. No, you got people in a mental hospital today because they cannot deal with it. They angry with God. They don't want no parts of God. They don't want no parts of nobody. They just go into this other world. They develop multiple personalities. Some of them become schizophrenic. Some of them become bipolar. Some of them become, obsessive thinking. All of that. And they can't deal with it. And they end up in the mental hospital. So that one tip, be careful who you tell it to. Because normally a person, when they do share it with you, and I'm talking to people that it hasn't happened to. Normally, when you see a person open up and begin to start sharing that and talking, they're comfortable with you. They're comfortable talking to you. In some sense, they trust you. But when you come back and you throw it back up in their face and tell them, "Oh, you're not ready. You haven't fully, you haven't fully got over it. You're not ready. You're this and you're that and you're this and you're that." That's going to do some damage. That's going to hurt them. So, if somebody come to you and tell you that and you don't understand, the best thing for you not to do is don't say anything. Don't think that you have all the answers, and don't think that you can fix them, because you cannot fix them. God can fix them. Everybody that I've met a while back, everybody that I used to meet, and I used to read my story or hear my story, they felt like I was so broken that I got to fix her. You need to do this, and you need to do this. And it would make me so angry. I mean, and I'm stubborn. I'm hot-headed. I'm that one. When you say that to me, I'm just going to shut completely down. So that's one tip. When you meet someone, and before you begin to share that rate with them, you ask God to reveal their heart, to make sure that they have your best interests at heart. Because if they do, they're going to sit there and listen. I have one friend, if I mention it, he'll be like, "I'm so sorry that happened to you, Kathy." I have another friend, "It wasn't your fault. I'm so sorry that happened to you. I couldn't have gone through that. I'm sorry that happened to you. But then you have some people, well, you need to do this. You need to do that. You have those ones that think, I need to fix you. Now, they become your special, you become their special project. I need to fix you. You're not going to be able to do this until you do that. Oh, you're not God. No. So, another one is you need to get professional counseling. It can either be outside counseling or it can be spiritual counseling. I know we as black folks don't believe in counseling. We like, I ain't crazy. I ain't going to no counselor. So, but you need professional counseling because sexual abuse, it mentally cripples you for the rest of your life if you don't. Go get some counseling. What outside counseling do, it helps you kind of put things in perspective. It helps you to really understand. And it kind of, they don't give you instructions on what to do. They don't have this big idea, but they can help you put everything in perspective. Someone told me, counseling and the doctors are the devil. Well, I disagree. God put them here. He gave them the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding. He gave the school, the university. They got PhDs and all that. So if that's the case, that a mental doctor is the devil, that means all the doctors in the hospital is the devil. Because when we get sick, we go to the doctor, right? Does that make sense? We go to the doctor. So if I'm dealing with this mentally, I need to go to the doctor so he can put things in perspective and help me to deal with it. So we can't say a mental doctor is the devil because some people need mental help and they need to go. So everything, we can't blame it on the devil. It's just common sense. That's all it is. So, and you can have spiritual counseling. I get spiritual counseling from my godmother. She don't counsel me, but if I go left, she gonna make me go right. She's just gonna come straight out and tell me the truth. Kathy, you need to do such and such and such and such. And when I call her crying or whatever, she gonna pray. And after she finished praying, she gonna talk to me. And she told me this about a couple of weeks ago, and I've done it. She said, you need to start going and praying for people. You need to pray. She said, you know how to pray? God taught you how to pray. So she said, you need to go online, find you a little prayer group and start praying for people and watch God help you. And I found this prayer site, It's called Faith Social, Faith, Faith Social. And I joined it. It's something like Facebook. You make your account and you got a page and you put all your inspirational stuff on there. Then they got a section where you post your prayer requests. And it really amazed me because I was reading people prayer requests and someone was dealing with depression. And one of the saddest things, some was suicide and suicidal thoughts and this and that. So in the comment, you say a prayer. So I really enjoy it. It does my heart good. And believe it or not, it helped me because I'm an overthinker. I think all day long. So I needed something to help my mind, to help me spiritually. And it did. And so I enjoy doing it. So every morning I wake up, I get on there, I see who need prayer. Like 14 people was on there today. I pray for 14 people. Sometimes if I wait too late, it'll be about 72, 52. But I sit there and I comment and I say a prayer for all those people. And God has helped me. Really helped me mentally, spiritually. So I have spiritual counseling and I have counseling on the outside. Don't let anyone tell you that going for counseling on the outside is the devil. Because if that's the case, every doctor in the world, every medical doctor in the world is the devil. God put them here. He gave them wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And he gave universities that teach this stuff and give out PhDs and all MDs and all that stuff with all them D's behind it. So don't let nobody tell you that. Because it's not. If that's the case, we don't need to see. When I get sick, I'm having an asthma attack. I just got to sit here and say, God, stop the asthma. Faith without works is dead. You got to go see the doctor and pray at the same time. You know that, right? The doctor tell you your high blood pressure is high. And you don't take the pills because you know the doctor is the devil. I ain't going to the doctor. Your blood pressure going through the roof. You a diabetic and your thing is 500. I'm gonna stay right here because the doctors are the devil. Don't let anyone tell you that the doctors are the devil. And you know how us black folks are. We don't want to see no counselor. But I'm different. I'm a different black person. I go see a counselor. I get spiritual counseling and I go out on the natural. So both of them helps. It gives you a better perspective. It helps you to deal with it. So number 3, have a good support system. People that actually have your best interest at heart. They're not going to throw it back up in your face. They're going to say, even if you distance yourself from them for 3 or 4, 5 months, and when you come back, they're going to welcome you back with open arms because they know she's going through something. Or they're going to reach out to you and say, hey, you know, what's going on? And then if they really know you, and you say, I'm okay, they can look at you because they pay attention to you and they say, no, you're not all right. What's going on? Talk to me. Talk to me. I got one friend, she'll come, when she see me, if I'm saying, I'm all right, she'll say, no, them lights ain't on. Them lights off. Talk to me. That's what she tell me. You know, and then my godmother, she'd be like, what's wrong? You sound like you're feeling sorry for yourself. What's going on? You know, these are people that you can talk to. Or I got a friend that I text him and I say, you know, I'm feeling depressed and sad today. He'll call, Kathy, talking loud in the phone. I say, yay, hey. And he talk. He lets me talk and he asks, what's going on? Then I talk and he don't make me feel bad. He don't say nothing wrong. He just listen. And then he say, one day I was driving. He was driving somewhere and I was driving somewhere. He said, where you going? I say, I'm here. I don't know. I ain't got no destination. He said, okay, well, keep driving then. So then we started laughing, but he kept me on the phone. He kept me on the phone until I was encouraged. Those are the friends you need. Those are the kind of supports you need. Somebody that's going to laugh. Somebody that's going to make you laugh. Nobody that's going to make you feel bad when you say, you know, I'm just having a bad day today. I'm kind of depressed today. Somebody that's going to pray for you. Somebody that's going to talk to you and be there for you. Those are the 3 tips I have for you today. Number 1, watch who you tell your business to. And that's with anything. That's with anything. But I'm talking to people that's been raped. Watch who you tell it to. Because it will come back and hurt you later if they don't understand and they don't have your best interest at heart. Or they just a person that talk, and not listen. Because I've learned that a lot of people, they talked. When they talk, they don't talk to listen to you. They talk to respond, if that makes sense. A lot of people, they talk to give a response. You don't have to respond to everything. You can listen and say, okay, I'm sorry that happened to you. That's all really some of us want to hear somebody say, I'm sorry that happened to you. And that's what a lot of my friends, my supporters do. I'm sorry that happened to you. That wasn't your fault. You know, this didn't happen overnight, and God can do it overnight, but it's a process. You got to do your part, and God does his part. My godmother told me you got to pray, you got to read your Bible, and you got to stay close to God. And that's what I do. I pray, I read my Bible, I get on a little website, and I pray for other people, and it makes me feel good. I got a lot of followers on there, y'all. They love it. They love somebody. People are hurting out here. People are depressed. People are trying to commit suicide because nobody's listening. Depression is a silent killer. Listen to people when they say, I'm not okay. Ask them, are you okay? And ask them again, are you sure you're okay? And ask them again, because somebody, people are killing themselves. They just taking their own life because nobody's listening. They didn't have nobody to go to, because when they went to that person beating them across the head, telling them, you ain't got no faith. You ain't got this. No, listen. Don't listen to respond. Listen to listen. Everybody is not an effective listener. That's what I've learned. So I'm an effective listener. I listen. And I know what it feels like for somebody. I had somebody tell me, you ain't got it all together yet. They trying to fix me. You ain't got it all together yet. No, you ain't together yet. No. I'm working on it. I'm working on getting my, because I just started dealing with this in my late 40s when I moved to North Carolina. And they telling me, no, you just need to do this and you just need to do that. Every time, Lord, I tell y'all, every time I meet somebody and they don't have my best interest at heart, they always trying to fix me. And when you look at them, they just as broken in me. But watch who you tell to. Go get some counseling, professional counseling, because it's not the devil. God put doctors here for a reason. You can go get some professional counseling from on the outside, or you can get spiritual counseling. And they even have spiritual counselors, spiritual psychologists. They have all of that. You can get it all. And get you a good support system that's going to keep you right. And they don't love you. And they going to recognize when they don't hear from you. They're going to say, hey, Kathy, what's up? Or when you do call them, hey, how you doing, Miss Kathy? I got a lot of my friends call me Miss Kathy, and they just about old as me, but they say they just like calling me Miss Kathy. But that was my 3 tips today for my fellow survivors of childhood rape. Because I know we are survivors. We are not victims anymore. We are survivors because we gave that secret back to the predators who gave us the secret in the first place. So if you need to scream and holler today, you need to reach out and talk to somebody. Even if you need to talk to me, inbox me. And we can have a conversation. And I'm going to help you get through this thing because that helps me. It's therapy for me. It's counseling for me. When I help you, I'm helping myself. God is helping me. I'm not being selfish. So at first I was being selfish. Like, I just want to be free. I just want to be free. No, you got to help somebody get free. And God will help you get free. So that's what you need to do. So, with all that being said, get this book. It's on sale this week. $12. Till Sunday midnight. I can send you an autographed copy, or you can get it from Amazon and buy it. Either way, however you want to do it. This is your girl, author Kathy Holmes, the legless amputee beauty. I hope I made somebody's day. I hope this was some good information, some good tips. And hey, we gonna get through this thing together. You need to talk? Inbox me. We can talk about it. That's right. It's your girl. Signing off.